We are live again. Hello, hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are tuning in from. Thank you so much again for tuning in with me to, have this go live discussion. It's always a privilege being here. It's always a joy, showing up, talking about different topics on my Go Live. And thank you for your continued support. Thank you for watching. I can see you. Thank you. I appreciate you showing up. So tonight I am going to be talking about that I am not leaving nursing. I didn't leave nursing, but I am expanding my options, just like many other professionals who are in this business, just like many other professionals who are looking for opportunities like this, a way to expand their options and their choices. I am here to just unpack this, just to make everyone understand that you don't have to leave your current profession to build something lasting, to build something legitimate, to build a legacy, or just like some to expand or just build an empire or dynasty or anything you call it, generational wealth. You don't have to quit what you are currently doing. And that is the beauty of this business, because it's a business you can do on the side. It's a business you can do that works around your already existing schedule. You're not making anything, because you can fit it in at any time. So most people today, I am addressing this whole issue of like, okay, I am not quitting nursing, and you don't have to quit nursing or your profession to start an online business. Because I know for a fact, many nurses, many healthcare professionals, they are skeptical about starting an online business. They are skeptical about, having something in their name, doing something else, because they fear being judged. Most people I have talked to, most people I know, they think, oh, if I start something on the side, if I do something different outside of just, doing my nursing, being an employee, people will judge me and think, oh, maybe they'll be called like they are ungrateful. I have seen people who are like, oh, you worked so hard to become a nurse. You've always wanted to do this. You've always wanted to be a nurse. So why are you looking at, sideways now? Why are you looking at something different? But looking for an option, looking for choices, expanding doesn't mean you're no longer you're quitting nursing. It doesn't mean you're no longer loving what you're doing. It doesn't mean that you are no longer a nurse. It means you are expanding. It means you want more. It means you just want to see what else is out there for you, that you are building something for yourself, by yourself, that will be like a long term, something you can rely on. Like I shared last night, having multiple income streams, it's like non-negotiable. And it is good when you are building multiple income streams, make it something tangible, something legitimate, something, long term that is lasting. And moreover, something in your own name, something you have like, full control over. So that's a way, like if you're building multiple income streams, it will solidify you when another income stream is in your name, is something you have. So most nurses are like, oh, they have worked so hard for this profession. They have spent years, they've, put in everything and all. But that doesn't mean you cannot try something different. That doesn't mean you cannot explore your options. That doesn't mean that you don't need to want more. Wanting more doesn't mean, regret or failure. You are not a failure by trying to want more or try to do more or try to explore more. Wanting more means that you are ready for alignment. Wanting more means that you are grateful for what you have. It doesn't mean ingratitude. Wanting more means that you don't just want to pack all your eggs in one basket. I mean, that's what it is. So if this is, the kind of opportunity you're looking, if this resonates in any way, reach out to me. You're not starting. I'm not like pulling you to start or do something, but it's just to explore how this can fit around your already existing system, how this whole thing works, and how you can fit it in already without it pulling you in different directions or without it, disrupting the life you already have. So this message tonight is for anyone at all who love their career, but they feel that they are being pulled towards something else. They are being pulled to wanting something more. So that's what this coming on live tonight, that's exactly what it means. So nursing has blessed me in incredible ways. Nursing is still blessing me. Nursing has made me who I am today, the proud woman I am today, the confident woman I am today, the happy woman I am today. Nursing has given me stability. Nursing has given me skills, tangible skills, transferable skills, skills I can use in and out, skills I still share or teach to other people, skills I can use to do more in life. Nursing has given me purpose. Nursing has made me a compassionate woman. Being compassionate towards my, patients and towards other people. Being compassionate, caring for people in their worst state, in their most sick state, caring for them, nursing them, taking care of them, and watching them get back to their normal lives, get back to their normal health. And that is very rewarding. That makes me happy. That makes me proud. And I am eternally grateful for that. However, nursing, like I said, has shaped exactly who I am. I am very grateful for nursing. I am grateful for the life I live, for the joy, for all the experiences, for all the blessings, for all the benefits. I cannot even say that enough. So it shaped who I am today. Nursing didn't fail me. Nursing has given me a strong foundation to want more, to explore more, to look for options, and to be able to just step out of my comfort zone and try something different. And if nobody knows, nursing is was a second career for me. I already had a bachelor's degree in something else. But when nursing came calling, I still stepped out, which was my comfort zone at that point, to step into nursing. Went to nursing school for 4 solid years, placed every single thing around me on hold to go get my nursing degree, to get a bachelor's degree in nursing. I went to nursing school for 4 solid years, working so hard, doing everything that needed to be done for me to get the skills, the experience, the knowledge, the certificate, the licensure, and all of that. So I think at this point, I can say okay, I'm getting used to being able to step out of my comfort zone. However, how that time is different from now is when I went into nursing from my prior profession, I left that completely and focused only on nursing and did nursing. But the difference at this time is I am not leaving nursing. I am not quitting nursing. I am still a full-fledged registered nurse, a happy nurse, an accomplished nurse, just a hardworking nurse. I am still all of that. So, but the good thing this time around is I can still be that and still be exploring other options, and still be able to expand to do other things. Remember last night I said, from every book I have read, from every what do you call this new thing, stations I've watched, just listening to people who have been there, done that. The only way to get ahead, the only way to be like, okay, if you're seeking for financial freedom, if you're seeking for financial security, financial independence, the only way to achieve that, and happily achieve that, and confidently achieve that, is by having multiple income streams. It is hard to achieve all of that, to become financially stable or independent or financially free, by just sticking to one job or being an employee. Yes, you'll be stable, but it doesn't lead you to that financial stability, to that financial freedom, to that financial independence, and anything you can call it. So why it is so important this time around is like, I can still have what I have, but at the same time expanding my choices, my options, exploring different things. Right? So how did I just get into doing an online business? As a nurse, I earn well, right? But it requires my physical presence. I have to be there, work any shift I need to work. I come home, feeling burnt out, feeling exhausted, feeling overwhelmed. And what life should be is to be able to be balanced. I'm supposed to balance work with my life, work-life balance. Because, the whole person is not just work. And the whole person is not just family or life. So there has to be some kind of harmony. There has to be some kind of equilibrium, having that work-life balance. And I was not achieving that. And I said, okay, if I want more, but I'm not wanting more by looking for a second job or third job. I want a situation where I should be able to add to what I have, but without feeling the strain, without feeling more exhausted or more burnt out. So it took me a while to explore, to try different things, or just explore different things, because I was not just trying them out, until I was able to find this digital business that all checked off all the boxes for me, checked off everything I was looking for. I was looking for an opportunity where I don't have to, stay away from my family, looking for, money or chasing for opportunities. I was looking for an opportunity where I don't have to sell to anybody. I don't have to be cold calling people. I was looking for an opportunity where I'll be able to have a global business, an international business, where I'll have business partners from every walk of life. I wasn't looking for an opportunity that would just, keep me to only the people I know. And that is why this business is so great, because it's not about who you know. It's not about your Facebook following or social media following. It's not about how outgoing or outverted you are or introverted. It doesn't matter, even if you can't even speak out. And even if you don't speak English is not your language, it's not your first or second language, you can still thrive and succeed in this business, because we have these different languages that you can just plug into, even if French or Spanish or Italian, whatever language you speak, and you are that's your primary language, you can still fit in, because anything we do is translated in multiple Arabic language, any language at all. So now language is not a barrier. Age is not a barrier. Your profession is not a barrier, as long as you are wanting more. So this business was just checking off all those boxes for me, because I don't have to sell. I don't have to be, hauling products or lifting products or chasing people around or, looking for people that I already know. This business helps me to expand, to have business partners from every corner of the globe. So I can, proudly say I am a global entrepreneur. So that is why I said, moving, trying something different, exploring or expanding this time around was different from when I switched from social policy to nursing, because in that way I left that completely and joined nursing. So when I found out, like, okay, my income was tied to the number of hours I work, I'm like, that is not going to get me, because if I don't work, you don't make money. That's basically what it is when you work as an employee. So how much you earn is tied to how many hours you work. How much you earn is tied to what your job employment, like your employment offer is. So even if you work more than whatever, it's not just increasing anything. So my job is tied to, even if there is, okay, every year they are increasing, but everything is sealed. There is a ceiling to how much an employee can earn. It was giving me limited flexibility. When I, part of the reason when I joined, I started nursing, I was like, oh, now that I'm going to start, to start having a family, nursing was going to give me that flexibility. Did I get the flexibility? Yes. However, it was limited, right? Because when I am working, when it's my shift, I'll have to be at work to do the job. I cannot do my nursing job from my home. I cannot do it from my car. I cannot do it from, my vacation place. And I needed something, different, something that can give me that kind of, flexibility that I can do when I want, how I want, just at any time. This is a business I can do from my bed. Upon waking up, I can do it into midnight. I can just at any time. I know there is no, like, time restriction or time limitation. And like any professional will tell you, or even nurses or healthcare professionals, there is, burnout is a norm. But how many times can I go through that, like, burnout? So I needed, I will call it a respite. I needed something I can do differently that doesn't require, okay, so that if I'm burning out, then in that way I can be able to cut back my hours. But I cannot do it, because if I am 100% dependent, if all my income, my earnings are 100 dependent on my nursing, that means even when I am burning out, even when I am tired, even when I am sick, even when something else is going on with my family, I have to work, because that's where my income is tied. And and I keep saying, bills must come. Whether you work or you don't work, as long as you live in this part of the world, you must pay bills. Bills no dey look face, right? Just think of, okay, the winter. I live where, like, the winter is harsh, the winter is long. During winter, what do? Your home has to be heated, right? The heating is on 24 hours, 7 days a week, non-stop, from the beginning of winter until the end of winter. No go, like, the heating is on, because nobody wants to get cold in the winter. And as the heating is on 24 hours, so also is the electricity bill, or power bill, or whatever, whatever name you call it. So the utility bills are increasing. And how do you, balance that if you have, like, a, capped income? That means I have to work more. That means I have to put myself out there. That means I have to maybe look for a second job that will still burn me out, that will still take me out of the house in inclement weather. But this is a business that doesn't, like, I will sit in my home, I will sit on my bed, I can just be in my basement and be doing. I can be in my kitchen doing it. So that is those kind of things. And I started seeking for expansion and other options, because of missed moments. I am a very family oriented woman. I am a mom, I am a wife, and I take my family, they mean the world to me. My family means so much to me. So I want to be able to be enjoying every precious moment. I don't want to be missing out on precious moments. So to be able to do that, instead of just like, okay, constantly like maybe looking for 2, 3, 4 jobs, then in that way to look for an opportunity to expand, to look for an option that will give me that opportunity, that flexibility, that ability to be there, or those precious times and those precious moments. For as any parent, any adult will know, kids grow up so fast. When we say it is not just for saying, it's a reality. And you don't want to live a life of like, guilt or live life of regret because you missed out on precious moments. That maybe thinking, oh, I should have been there or I should have been there. But now there are opportunities. There is an option to help you stay grounded, not missing all those precious moments with your loved ones because you want to be there for them. So those are the reasons. So no matter how hard like I worked, time was still always limited because by the time I get home, before I unwind, sleeping and getting used back to life again, then it's time to move on again to go to work. But this is giving me options, and it will give anybody options as well. So my dear, anyone watching, anyone that watched the replay, my fellow moms, healthcare professionals, immigrants, anyone seeking for options or looking for this kind of opportunity, expansion does not mean quitting, right? So that you're trying to do something different, that you're seeking for options, that you're trying to just explore other options or expand your like that multiple income stream to look for another legitimate long-term taxable income stream doesn't mean quitting at all. Expansion is adding options. When you are expanding, you are adding options. You are adding that multiple income streams. And like I keep saying, do something online because whether we like it or not, everything is online now. Life is just more global than it used to be. So learning all these tech skills, all these digital skills, they are expanding us, expanding our mindset, expanding our options and opportunities, expanding like how much we can go and how much we can do. And this is a perfect time to learn tech skills, digital skills, because it's not going into extinct. It's actually like coming on full force, and we have to step up with time. In our business community, we are like taught, as things are unfolding, as things are changing on social media, we are keeping abreast with that and learning with that. So expanding or expansion equals choice. So now when you have multiple income streams, then you have, like choice. You're no longer like, fixated or fixed on one income stream. You're no longer like, straining on one income stream. So I wasn't trying to escape from nursing. I am still a full-fledged nursing. I was only trying to breathe, to have options, to expand, to have choices. And you should seek the same for yourself. One income stream makes you vulnerable. Having one income stream makes you very vulnerable. And it is something anybody working can explain better We've all seen that. We can give countless examples of how vulnerable it is to have just one income stream. But having multiple income streams gives you stability. It equals stability because you feel balanced, you feel more stable when you have multiple income streams. Having a business in your name, being the owner, being the CEO, being the president, being the whatever name you call, owning a business gives you a different kind of edge versus being an employee. Being an employee is not bad. Not everyone is going to be an entrepreneur. However, if you are not wanting to be an entrepreneur simply because, that you don't have the experience or any of that, that is why I am here. Right? And automation and leveraging the social media will help you, getting you more versus, overtime. We talk about it, you work overtime, you work all of that. And when you do that, that's how your income or your taxation is actually, your tax bracket is changing when you do all the multiple overtime. But when you own something, when you leverage, then it's different. Anybody who owns a business can tell you, owning your business gives you choices, gives you options, takes you to a different level of living, of thinking, of happiness. I can tell you that for sure. So I wanted options, and I wanted another income stream that wasn't tied on, clocking hours. That's what I wanted. That I could do something different, but that would not be tied to clocking in or clocking out. That won't be tied to me leaving my house. That won't be tied to me working certain number of hours or working multiple jobs. So that's the kind of income I wanted. That's the kind of another income stream I wanted. So that in that way, it balances itself out, because getting a second job, getting a third job, getting a fourth job, it's still the same clocking in and clocking out. And it's different for someone who owns a business, who runs a business. Even the income or even the taxation system is different. I can tell you that for a fact. And be aware of this. You can start this expansion part-time. I have been hammering that it's not something that you're not quitting your profession, you're not quitting your job, you're not quitting anything. It's something you can do part-time. It's something you can do on the side. It's something you can do just a few hours here and there. You are still who you are. You are still enjoying what you do. You are still being, the professional that you are, but you are building something on the side that is not taking your time away. You can do it part-time. You can even do it if there is anything like half part-time. It's something you build alongside your career. I have, been saying all of that. So you're not quitting, but you're expanding, and you're expanding safely. You're expanding just from your kitchen. You're expanding just 30 minutes here, 20 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, while you are in the drive-through, while you are in different activities, while you are exploring. You are just building. Call it part-time, call it half part-time or anything, because there are no stipulated hours, and there is no stipulated location, because it's a portable business. It's a business you can take with you to anywhere. And the great thing about our digital business community is the support. You have constant support. You have support from the global community. You have support of mentorship. You have support of coaching. You have the training that is basic training. You have access to it 24 hours, and the automation system does so much for you. Most people I have talked to, when I ask them, okay, so do you want to join us in the business? They're exploring the options, but they come up with different reasons, different excuses why they can't start now. And some of the excuses people have given is just like, oh, I don't have time. Oh, my hands are already tired. Like, I already have so much going on in my life. Oh, I am not tech savvy. But we can help you get there. Time is, you create time. And this is something that fits into your already existing schedule or your already existing time. So you're not like creating a new time for it. And they say, oh, I'm not tech savvy. I was not tech savvy when I started. My phone was only for doing basic phone calls and text messaging and just, checking my Facebook. But today, within 2 years, I am more confident, or I am a more confident techie. I can say, like, I am not that proficient, but I am no longer where I used to be when it comes to tech. I am learning every day, learning new things. And those are the digital skills we all need to learn. Some people will just be like, oh, I don't want to sell. That's why they don't want to join. You are not selling. You can't say like you've ever seen me in the last 2.5 years selling anything to anybody at all, because there is no selling here. This is an automated business. Some people will just say, oh, I don't want to quit nursing. And that is why I'm here to say, like, you're not quitting nursing, you're not quitting your healthcare profession, you're not quitting your profession at all. In our digital business community, you have people from, when I say surgeons, when I say medical doctors of different ranks and different professions, lawyers of any kind, IT experts, engineers of, varied sections, and with different years of experience. When I tell you the caliber of people, the quality of professionals in this business, you will be so like shocked, amazed, inspired, motivated, whatever it will do to you. Because it's not just any random person doing it. These are like highly functioning professionals who are like so up there in their professions, but they know the importance of having another income stream. They know the importance of something they can do on the side. They know the importance of building something long-term, something legitimate, something lasting for their family, something you can rely on for retirement. So, expansion. Options starts with mindset. I have said that many times. Coming with your mindset to be like, I want this. Changing your mindset to, okay, I want more. That you want to be taught, that you want to be coachable. Your expansion starts from changing your mindset. It doesn't start from perfection. It doesn't start from perfection. You don't need to be perfect to start. But you have to start, then you can now work towards perfection, because perfection is like, as you are growing, you are perfecting in your art, you are perfecting in your skills, you are perfecting in everything you are doing. But you don't need to be perfect to start. You just need that mindset to be able to start. So if you are a healthcare professional just like me, if you're a mom, if you're a nurse, if you're any profession at all, and you want to know how to start your own business on the side, but you don't know, where to start, how to start. If you want more flexibility, if you want more options, if you want more time, more flexibility, more freedom, let's get to work. Message me, DM me. Thank you for people who reached out to me yesterday. I'll only clarify things to you. not pushing you to, start to start a business, because it will come from you, but at least to share the information available, to give you more awareness. So if you're a healthcare professional, if you're a mom, if you're an immigrant just like me, but you want to but you want to know more, you want more flexibility, you want more options, you want, like more time and all of that, please message me, check my link, message me on WhatsApp, message me, or DM me, or even comment options already or that you want to start. No pressure at all. Just explanation. No pressure. Right? So be aware, you don't have to quit what you are doing now, because I didn't quit. You can still be expanded. So it's just to widen your lane. It's just to have more options. And growth and gratitude can coexist. I am so eternally grateful for nursing, and I'm still growing and I'm still expanding, so that I can have choice, because expansion creates choice, right? Expansion creates choice, so that you're not like feeling stuck. So you don't have to burn bridges to build options. You don't have to quit to build options. So nothing is part of my story, but nothing is not my whole story. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for always encouraging me. Thank you for doing this with me. And we are in together. You are my accountable partners. See you again tomorrow. Have a blessed night.